Greetings of peace, and welcome to this episode of Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall. So the Great Green Wall is a project that seeks to restore ecosystems and landscapes across the Sahel region of Africa, stretching from Senegal to Djibouti. And this is a region that has been impacted severely by climate change, the degradation of landscapes, the displaced communities. And this has fueled conflicts and lots of migration of resourceful members of those communities to other regions. The Great Green Wall seeks to restore the systems in that region through the establishment of ecosystems over 100 million hectares that would improve food security, the socio-economic conditions, and what is Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall? So this is a contribution by the Brahma Kumaris Environment Initiative, launched in 2022. In June 2022, and it seeks to highlight the role that the universal inner values that all of us have can play in enhancing the success of the Great Green Wall Initiative. And it does this by offering reflections on various values, human values, that we can use to enhance the way we interact, the way we plan our activities, the level of resilience we have as we face challenges. And we have two reflections on this month. One is on adaptability, and the other one is on the value of readiness. And in addition to that, we also feature a video demonstrating some of the water conservation and ecosystem restoration activities being undertaken in the Great Green Wall. So again, welcome to Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall.
Adaptability. Often in the world of climate change, we hear of the word adaptability. People and communities need to adapt to climate change in order to survive. People and communities need to change their behaviors in the face of uncertain and dynamic environment. People and communities need to increase their ability to anticipate certain environmental changes, to both increase their resilience and reduce their vulnerability. This capacity to adapt to changing circumstances is important in our increasingly unpredictable world. Many communities find how they secure and sustainably use ecosystem services and how they implement nature-based solutions is the key to helping people adapt to climate change. But let's step back for a minute and think of adaptability in a broader sense, in a spiritual sense. Let's consider adaptability as a virtue we want to nurture in our behavior and in all of our thoughts, words, actions, interactions, and relationships. Take a deep breath and relax. Let your mind consider one of the first elements of adaptability. That is flexibility. Visualize a tree blowing gently in the wind. The tree sways and dances in the breeze. It flows with the situations and does not get flustered or stressed by difficulties. It lets everything flow through it and around it. The power to adapt is like that. To be flexible enough to adjust to any person, place, job, or environment. Adjusting, adapting means you are willing to change. You are willing to leave your comfort zone and break old habits. When there is change around you, change that you can't control, it makes sense to change within. This change is not about losing something. It's about flowing with life by breaking old and rigid thought patterns and behaviors. Such change is just one thought, one decision away. Through meditation, we can nurture the strengths of acceptance, accommodation, and tolerance. And this enables us to adapt peacefully to the world around us. Some people use the image of a frog in water to criticize the idea of adaptability. A frog put into boiling water will jump out, but a frog in cold water put on the fire will gradually adapt to the increasing temperature of the water, adapting and adapting without jumping out until the water boils and the frog dies. That is not the kind of adaptability suggested here. Let's go back to the image of the tree dancing in the breeze. The tree doesn't move to another place, but stays rooted. It doesn't change what it is or alter its purpose. It simply dances with the drama of life around it. That's what we must do to be adaptable, to make the changes necessary within, to keep dancing with the changes happening around us, but to remain stable and calm and peaceful. And remember that we are eternal souls, and all that's happening around us is just music to dance to. When we choose to adapt, we need to adapt to the truth of who we are. That puts everything else in perspective and enables us to happily be flexible and accept, accommodate, and tolerate the drama of the world around us. Om Shanti.
Welcome to an inspiring journey of transforming the Sahara Desert and growing wealth and livelihood in the region. At the heart of this initiative is the Great Green Wall, a bold project built by the Senegal River, serving as a crucial barrier between the Sahara Desert and the Sahel, acting as the first line of defense. The primary purpose of the Great Green Wall is to halt the Sahara Desert's relentless expansion southward into the Sahel and eventually into the savanna. This barrier of trees and vegetation is designed to stop this southern push, preventing further desertification. Over the past few years, 300,000 hectares of land have been rehabilitated with the help of local communities and the World Food Programme's resilience team. The initial rehabilitation process employs planting half-moon-shaped bays, which catch flowing water, speeding up the process and maximizing water efficiency. Each half-moon has a 4-meter diameter, and it takes one person to dig one half-moon per day. Local plant species are heavily used due to their proven track record of growth in the region, producing a lot of biomass, rehabilitating the land, and feeding locals. An impressive 10% to 15% of the water caught in the half-moons seeps into the ground, refilling groundwater tables and ensuring enough water for future generations. Biomass trenches are also planted, producing fruits and vegetables that feed locals, farm animals, and the ecosystem. This method, known as syntrophic agriculture, is used globally for its efficiency, mimicking forest dynamics to promote growth. Beyond environmental restoration, this process fosters social cohesion throughout the Sahel region, uniting communities with a shared goal of saving their continent from further desertification. The Great Green Wall is more than just a physical barrier. It's a transformative initiative with profound impacts on the environment, local economies, and social structures. By rehabilitating vast areas of land, it creates sustainable livelihoods, boosts local economies, and ensures food and water security. The success of the Great Green Wall inspires similar projects worldwide, demonstrating the power of collective effort and innovative solutions in addressing environmental challenges. As the Great Green Wall continues to grow and flourish, it stands as a beacon of hope and resilience, embodying the potential for positive change when communities and nations unite with a common purpose. This monumental project not only combats desertification, but also paves the way for a greener, more prosperous future for generations to come.
Today, the Great Green Wall, the Great Green Wonder, calls for my readiness. How ready am I to help, to cooperate, to support the great change? Anytime? Let me reflect on the value of readiness. What does it mean to be ever ready? Am I ever ready? It is like lifeguards who are sitting still and quiet, carefully watching the water in front of them. They seem to be doing nothing. But when a moment of need arises, they spring into action. This readiness for action is a result of continuous training. They build their strength and practice drills to be ever ready when needed. Then they move from stillness to action and give everything they've got in the moment of rescue. Worrying about how everything will get done or whether I am capable of doing limits my ability to respond to challenges. The more willing I am to respond positively to opportunities, the more my capacity will grow. The seed of my positivity and my willingness is my pure intention of bringing benefit for me, for others, for nature. If I take care of this seed, I will be ever ready. So now, let me consciously think about my pure intention. I want to help everyone who needs help. I want to help with my positive attitude of selflessness, benevolence, goodness. I am sending my vibrations of peace, love, and strength to everyone in the Great Green Wall project, to the nature of the Sahel region, to the whole world. I practice building the inner readiness that grows from my pure intention, so I can silently observe life, yet I am ready when I need to act. I am peaceful and powerful being, and I am ready to share, to help, to support whenever it is needed.
Thank you very much for being part of these drops for this month. Hopefully, your levels of adaptability to situations and your readiness to handle what comes to you peacefully, and also to take on any opportunities that life is offering you at every moment has increased. And until we meet in 4 weeks' time for the next episode of Peace Drops for the Great Green Wall, I wish you a very peaceful month, a very happy month, and all the best. Thank you very much.